Hey guys, Maytag Machine Maniac here. I had a request. This is not going to be a washer video. This is a basic dryer review. Someone wanted me to review the dryer that I own, and this is obviously not a matching dryer to my General Electric washer. This is the matching dryer to my old Maytag Bravos washer. This is the 2010 Bravos dryer. Uh, with what I think that's you pronounce it IntelliDry, IntelliDry. Eh, whatever the case, I actually like this dryer. Now, the one thing Maytag and Whirlpool do, and I guess all the Whirlpool subsidiaries or whatever, Kenmore, Roper, Amana, one of the things that they probably do very well, I'm assuming because they're all Whirlpool, is dryers. I've had no issues with this. This is a 120 volt. This is a 120 volt gas line dryer. So, with it being gas, it has a tendency to dry very quickly. Um, Now, after 10 years, the bulb has gone out. I do plan on fixing that actually, because it does get very annoying. Um, and the handle has pulled off one of those numbers, so, and the door doesn't exactly fit, but opening it is and closing it has become a pain. But it works. Of course, there's all this pop-up of the plastic after 10 years. Again, not a deal breaker because it didn't come like this. It comes six timed cycle or six sensor cycles, three timed cycles. So 9 cycles in total. Of course, I'd really say 7 because time dry is the only cycle that will remember the time. So I can set it to now 13 minutes. It's now 13 minutes. I can set the heat to high. I will actually remember the temperature setting. You just have to run the cycle. Rapid dry and touch up do not remember time at all. See? And they're all just time cycles, and you can, for all three of these, you can set them between 1 minute and 99 minutes. So that's why I called it a 7 cycle dryer, because it really makes no difference. All three of these will remember the heat you set it to. And one other thing I like about this is the sanitize cycle. Now, I didn't realize this until about a few months ago, but that is an NSF certified sanitary cycle, which is the same company on the General Electric that certified this sanitized cycle. What does that mean? That means on this cycle, this dryer can remove 99% of 3 various household bacteria. So, like during a pandemic, which we are coincidentally in, thankfully coronavirus is killed on, like 140-degree heat. But anyway, you can kill off bacteria if you're feeling paranoid. I do a once a month sanitation of my bed sheets and quilts. Again, that's just me. So I like that. That's a very nice feature. Um, Cycles are, few, but they are versatile. You can get an extra low heat. This is around 80 to 105 degrees, I want to say. Low runs 105 to 130, depending if it's delicate or wrinkle control. Wrinkle control runs a bit higher than delicate. And then this is your standard 145, I want to say, or about 130, 140. And this is 145 to like 150. I mean, my temperatures might be off, but you get the idea. And then, of course, the sanitize cycle will run 165 and higher. I've actually put a meat thermometer, because that's the only thing I have to measure temperature, into the dryer on the sanitary cycle, and it came out. I let it run for about a minute, came out at 200 degrees. That was also measuring the temperature of the metal, the actual drum, not just ambient air. All in all, the dryer does very well. It also can remember settings. So I have all my cycles except heavy duty and sanitize set to more dryness because delicate tends to be the items that we dry on delicate don't set off the sensor that much and can sometimes come out a bit damp, so I let it run higher. But say for normal, I want near 3 hours of wrinkle prevention and less dry time. Power off, power on. Spin it around, power off. It's going to remember that. And that brings me to the other thing, the dryness level itself. This can be utilized for any cycle except sanitize. It will not. It also does not allow use of the only option, the damp dry signal. Probably because it's drying the clothes way past damp dry. But every cycle has the ability to have their dryness level individually changed. Sensing is very spot on, so every cycle begins with a 5-minute sensing period. It starts you turning the heat on, but after 5 minutes, so once it says 43, it will jump the gun and it will give me a different time. It will say like 57, 72, 68, 21, 25, and that's the dryer's sensor going off saying it only needs that much time. Now this is also, because it's a gas, it's very quick with drying. And I also think it's in combination with the fact that I do 15 and 18-minute long spins in the washer, but I've never needed really a dry time. The longest dry time I've ever had, excluding sanitary because that will run up 2 hours sometimes, is about an hour and 5 minutes, and that was a load of towels and jeans. So, it's very nice. Cubic foot wise, I think it's 5.8, which was to match the Bravos' 3.8. So it's obviously a little dated because I have a 4.6 cubic foot washer. The other thing that I wish I had with this is a steam dryer. Now, I can make up for that by throwing in 2 cups of water or soaking a napkin or a washcloth filled with water and toss it in and do like a 15-minute touch-up or rapid dry, and that will help reduce wrinkles and do a pseudo steam dry. All in all, it is a very nice dryer. It does the job. It does it well. I've had no issues with it, with the exception of it had a belt issue, I want to say 2 years ago, where it was squeaking, and then the squeaking turned into a, what do I want to call it? Quarters in a mason jar scraping type noise, and within 2 months, the dryer stopped making that noise altogether. I've never taken this apart, but all in all, the Maytag Bravos IntelliDry dryer with the commercial technology, blah blah blah, very nice dryer. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the review.